Hey, faithful viewers, I'm Jim Cotter, aka Dark Matter Jiu-Jitsu, and getting into the holiday spirit, I am dressed in my Halloween costume as my favorite fighter, Ronda Rousey. I got my pink gi, I got my black belt. They actually gave this one to me for being good at Jiu-Jitsu. I didn't have to buy it at a Halloween superstore. I got my UFC gloves. Sadly, I don't have my blonde wig. I was on the way to get that, but apparently Halloween superstores can also not afford the rent in San Francisco, so I don't have the wig yet. I've been assured that the cameraman, who's not going to correct me on any references I make to MMA fights throughout history this time, is going to edit in a blonde wig at some point. I'm going to show you some pajama wrestling stuff today, which is very useful should you ever find yourself on the docks and a drunken sailor is approaching you in a full pea coat, or if you happen to be getting into a fight in the South Korean parliament where everyone is wearing double-breasted suits. As far as I can tell, that is basically the only use for gi jiu-jitsu, but you want to be prepared for every situation, because remember friends, submissions are everywhere.
The road is long. That leads us to knows where,
Alright, so what we're going to do here, friend, I'm going to show you two gi submissions. One is a nice little cheap thing you can do from the person's back. So if I'm sitting down and I've got the guy back control, he's going to be fighting everything. It's a big pain in the butt. What I'm going to do is get him in a position that we used to like to call in wrestling an armbar before jiu-jitsu came along and decided that they needed new names for perfectly well-named things already. I would never do something like that. Just take a move, make it my own, and rename it. It's BS, guys. But anyway, I'm going to hit the arm bar here. So I'm actually just going to sweep completely under the arm. Alright, so I've got like an overhook on the arm. Now what I'm going to do is I'm still going to be fighting over here, and I'm going to grab the guy's gi. Okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that down. I can open this leg to give me space, and I'm just going to feed this through. So now I have the arm. I like this guy. He's wearing a tiny little gi. I can barely get my arms to the sleeves. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all four fingers in. In case you're wondering, yes, that is illegal under IBJJF rules as far as I can tell. But it's perfectly legal in the gym when you want to embarrass your friends. Okay, so I've got all four fingers in. Now from here, there's not a whole heck of a lot he can do. He can struggle to get out, but I'm controlling both arms. Go ahead and move around a little, see what you can do. It's great. I've got a free arm. Now from here, I can just choke him at my leisure. I can grab rear naked with one arm. It's lovely. This is a great embarrassing move. I can wave to everyone else on the mat. Alright, I've got him completely trapped. And then I'm just going to choke him with one arm to my heart's content. Pat him on the head, tweak his ears, whatever you feel like doing. Alright, so again, getting into this move. We're here, I've got that overgrip. I'm going for it, he's fighting. And I'll be working this out. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to start elbowing that in. He doesn't usually know what I'm going for here. Sometimes he'll try and flatten out. Sometimes he'll try and, grab his arms together. That's fine. What I want to do is I want to shoot this all the way through. Okay? Now I'm back here. At least this arm stick, he's still going to be worried about that choke. And I can actually hit the choke from here. If I have that nice and tight, if I have this arm, I can get it over there, finish right there. What I want to do is I want to grab this wrist, pull it down. I'm going to grab that sleeve. Okay, now I'm going to open my guard, shove it through, and grab with two fingers if necessary, but I'm going to get that nice and tight. Then, and throw him back into guard, and I can sit here all day. Okay? He's got no defense at this point. Anyway, that's the first cheesy move. Low percentage, but if you find yourself in that position where you might be able to grab it, you should definitely grab it. Higher percentage move. This is the hatchet choke. Land your back. Alright, this one, I'm in side mount, okay? And we're here, I'm across. Whatever I'm doing, sometimes he'll try and start scooting under, you know. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach over his arm, I'm gonna sit my hips out, and I'm gonna scoop this arm up, okay? I want this arm scooped all the way up, okay? So this is where I'm gonna end up. I've got an overhook on the arm, and I'm gonna reach behind the collar, okay? 4 fingers into the collar. All right, now I'll turn down, and you see I'm gonna end up basically in this position, okay? I'm under the arm, I'm grabbing the collar, I can get the arm straight. Usually what's gonna happen here is the guy's gonna think maybe I'm going for some kind of weird arm bar, and he's not gonna like that. Yeah, so he's gonna pull his arms together, whatever. What this does is it opens up this whole area right here, okay? So I'm gonna reach thumb in, I'm gonna turn my fist down, and I'm pulling my elbow into my hip, okay? As I do that, now I'm gonna drop the leg nearest to his head down, and it's gonna be like a one-leg sprawl, okay, where I'm sprawling in with one hip. Boom. And that's how quick it comes on. How'd that feel? Really tight? Yeah, really, really tight.
Fatality.
All right, so I'm here. Again, he maybe thinks I'm going for armbar, he'll lock up, whatever. I'm gonna thumb in, turn my entire body, okay? Now I'm gonna drop one hip, and it's gonna be a quick pressure choke right across the old Adam's apple, the trachea, boom. Okay, it's just that quick. Even if the guy's defending this, and he starts getting his arm in, whatever starts turning in, you can still finish this. It's a very tight choke. And again, the key is coming under this arm all the way through. Same motion as if I'm like going for D'Arce, that under the arm motion. I'm grabbing the gi, cinching that tight, reaching across. Now the funny thing is sometimes I'll be going for this, and he'll be so worried about that choke, yeah, he'll be fighting with that arm, he'll forget entirely about this arm that I now have straightened out. And I'll be putting on the pressure, and then I can step over, you know, and lean back. Boom. And I've got an arm bar right there. Okay? So I'm just stepping over the head. I've got that completely straight. I can drive this over, or I can sit back. Boom, and I've got my arm bar. The other thing I can do is if I really want that choke, you know, maybe I need to open it up. So I'm going for that. He's defending it really well. He's got that arm in. It's really hard to get. I'll sit back, and I'll start arm barring that arm. Okay, like I'm gonna go for that, then he'll open that, defend, and I'm back in on the choke. Everywhere. Tons of submissions. More submissions than cameramen can edit into my video. We're just gonna flow roll, you know. That's, you know, I'm a black belt, you're a purple. I'm doing you a favor by just even rolling with you. You're learning a lot of techniques. So let's just go light, all right?
Ha 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 ha!